Welcome. In this playthrough of Marvel Champions, we have Black Panther and Captain America teaming up against Absorbing Man. So for our setup, Absorbing Man, Schema 2, Attack of 2. He's a brute. Gains a trait of each environment in play. When revealed, if super absorbing power is in play, deal 1 encounter card to each player. Otherwise, we search the encounter deck and discard pile for super absorbing power and reveal it. Shuffle the encounter deck if it was searched for this way. So he's going to have 15 health per player, so coming in with 30. And that side scheme is going to give him the ice, metal, stone, and wood traits. Comes in with 6 threat on it. His main scheme is about setup, so we've got the Hydro Patrol in here along with the expert cards. For setup, we're going to discard cards from the encounter deck until an environment is discarded. Put that into play, shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. We only have one main scheme, so it's going to have a threshold of 24. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, place a delay counter here. It's a forced interrupt. When an environment enters play, discard each other environment card in play. And this will start with 4 threat on it. Then we've got Steve Rogers powering up with aggression. Recovery of 3. He's a living legend. Reduce the cost of the first ally played each round by 1. For setup, search your deck for his shield upgrade and add it to your hand. Hand size of 6, hit points of 11. He's got 2 for all his stats. His action, I can do this all day. Discard a card from your hand to ready Captain America. Hand size of 5 on this side. Then we have Black Panther with 2 for all his abilities. He's got Retaliate 1, hand size of 5, and 11 hit points in hero form. Alter Ego, Recovery of 4. Foresight, Setup. We're going to go looking for a Black Panther upgrade and add it to our hand. And a hand size of 6 there. So for our encounter setup, give this a final shuffle, looking for an environment. And got an abandoned facility. So after Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, discard 1 resource icon from your hand. 2 if we have 5 or more delay counters on the main scheme. And these get shuffled back in. So defending is something we want to do. And here, hand size of 6. And I chose these 2. I've got new sleeves for Captain America, and I really haven't used Black Panther much, so bringing him in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I really have not done too much with his upgrades. So we've got Tactical Genius, Strength in Numbers, Power of Leadership, Black Knight, Endurance, and Wonder Man. And I think I'll discard these 2. Drawing into our Panther Claws and our Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Then we can go searching for another one of our upgrades. Go with the Vibranium suit. And then for Steve Rogers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Agent 13, Serum, Relentless Assault, Piercing Strike, Lockjaw, and another Heroic Strike. So get rid of those 4. Strength, Skilled Strike, the Hulk, and She-Hulk. Nice team up. So we'll start by bringing Wonder Man in with the Power of Leadership. Go ahead and flip over. A little weak, but strength in numbers. So we're going to exhaust an ally, draw a card for each. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to try to get that taken care of. So thwarting for 2. Then with this, hero action, exhaustion Avenger, a character you control, ready another Avenger. Thwart for another 2. Then we're going to bring our Panther Claws, unfortunately discarding another of our upgrades. So deal 2 damage to an enemy. 4 damage instead if this is the final step of the sequence. Keep that in our hand for next round. Oh, that's right. He would have been 1 cheaper to play. Wouldn't have mattered because we use the power of leadership. Oh yeah, forgot to go looking for his shield there on the bottom of the deck. So we can go ahead and flip him over. Going to bring in our Super Soldier Serum. It's all set to generate a physical resource. Then we're going to bring in Agent 13 with those 2 in the serum. After she enters play, remove 2 threat from a scheme. So we've got that taken care of. And then thwarting for 2. Then we'll go ahead and bring in our shield. Gives us +1 defense, and we gain retaliate, and we'll swing for 2. Down to 28. And we'll go ahead and ready up our heroes. Going to draw 4 more, keeping that. So we've got a Quinn Carrier, Energy, Hawkeye, and the Earth's Mighty Heroes. 5 cards on this side. Combat Training, Fearless Determination, Piercing Strike, Valkyrie, and a Skilled Strike. So we're going to get 2 threat and a delay counter. Then Absorbing Man attacking, Black Panther defends, so base 2. So put this card into play. So that's going to replace the Abandoned Factory. So no damage, we retaliate for 1. So now if we go undefended, he heals the damage, and 2 if we've got 5 or more counters. Attack over here, we'll defend. Base 2, 3, 4 damage. 1 breaks through, and retaliate for 1. Down to 26. And counter card time. For Black Panther, he's got an Icy Grip. When revealed, you are stunned. If he has the Ice trait, which he doesn't, take 2 indirect damage. So we're stunned. And over here, Swinging Stone. If we're in hero, he attacks you. If he has the stone trait, which he does, +1 attack for this activation. So we're just going to take this one on the chin. So it's going to be base 3, 4 damage. Down to 6. Retaliate for 1. Down to 25. And pass first player. So we were going to play this, giving us +1 thwart, and we draw a card. Getting some downtime. We'll discard a card to ready. Thwart for 3. I'm going to spin these 2 to bring in Combat Training, giving us +1 attack. Then we'll use that to bring in downtime, giving us +2 recovery. And I think I'm going to flip over. I'm going to exhaust an Avenger to ready an Avenger. Attack to get rid of stunned. And then I'm going to dump another upgrade. Told you I don't know how to play Black Panther. I know they need to be over here instead of the discard pile. But we're going to bring in the Quinn Carrier instead. And ender turn. So drawing 6. Genius. Relentless Assault. Fearless Determination, some energy, our helmet, and Heroic Strike. Keeping Hawkeye, drawing 4 more. Squirrel Girl, Triskelion, Wakanda Forever, and Strength in Numbers. So 2 threat. Another counter. Scheming over here for 3. Attacking over here. Defending for 4. So we'll go down to 9 and retaliate. Counter cards. Swinging Stone again. Except this time we're an alter ego. So +1 for the scheme since he does have stone. So base 3 Just 3. That's a good way to get rid of that card. So 9 out of 24. Then Piercing Thorns. Discard 1 card at random from your hand. If he has a wood trait, which he doesn't, discard a card you control. So unfortunately, got a really good hand here. And we are going to get rid of Squirrel Girl. Guess she saw these trees in the woods and went running for some nuts, I guess. So pass first player. So the first ally we play is 1 cheaper. We'll bring in Hawkeye with the Quinn Carrier, giving him 4 arrows. So as a response, after a minion enters play, remove a counter from him to deal 2 damage to that minion. Then Strength in Numbers. Exhaust any number of allies. Draw a card for each one exhausted. So drawing 2 cards. Ant-Man and Rapid Response. And we're going to play Wakanda Forever. So the special ability of each Black Panther upgrade in any order. So this will be our first and last. So we're dealing 4 damage with that. Taking him down to 20. Steve's going to recover for 5, taking him back up to 11. Flip one over. Give him +1 thwart and draw a card. Getting a shield block. We'll discard a card to ready so he can thwart for 3. We'll have her thwart for 2. Heroic Strike. Using energy and our serum, deal 6 damage to an enemy. Paid for this using a physical resource. Stun that enemy, which we did down there. So down to 14. And stunned. Ending our turn. I think we are going to discard our Relentless Assault. Keep Ant-Man over here. Wakanda Forever. Avengers Tower. Stinger, and Goliath. And drawing 3 more. Another shield block, Mockingbird, and a shield toss. So 2 threat. Get her 3rd marker. Attack here, lose stunned. Attack over here. We're going to let it come through. So base 2, 4 damage coming in. We're going to shield block. When you would take any amount of damage, exhaust our shield to prevent all that damage. But it was undefended, so he is going to heal 1. But then he got retaliated on, so it evens out. And the counter cards, the other colored cards. Hydra regular, Insight 1, Schema 1, Attack of 2, and 2 health. And he's going to scheme for 2. There are 5 or more delay counters on the main scheme, taking indirect damage. We're not there yet. So just 2 more. Pass her token. So we are going to swing for 3. Discard a card to ready. Bring in Mockingbird. She enters play, stun an enemy. And thwart for 1. Really should have used Hawkeye earlier. Swing for 3, down to 11. Going to bring in Avengers Tower with the Quinn Carrier. If each of your allies has the Avenger trait, increase your ally limit by 1. As an action, exhaust the tower, reduce the cost of the next Avenger ally played this phase by 1. So we can bring Stinger in for free. Wakanda Forever for 4 damage, down to 7. Thwart for 2. Yeah, all of these were thwart for 1 each. end our turn. So we're going to keep shield block, drawing 4 more, Spider Girl, Helicarrier, Relentless Assault, and Counterattack. 5 cards over here, Vibranium, Strength in Numbers, Genius, Endurance, and Wakanda Forever. 2 threats. Up to 4. Attack over here, lose stunned. Attack over here. Panther takes it. Base 2 damage. We defend all that. Retaliate for 1. Counter cards. Hydra Soldier. So Schema 1, attack of 2, 4 health. Guard ability. When defeated, deal the engaged player in a counter card. And we're going to ping him for 2. Hawkeye shooting him. Then Stall Tactics. Place a threat on the main scheme for every 2 delay counters on the main scheme. So we've got 4. So that's going up to 7. So Strength in Numbers. Exhausting any number of allies. Drawing a card for each. 1, 2, 3. Nick Fury, Ancestral Knowledge, and Shuri. Well, Stinger does not count against our ally limit. So we're going to bring in Nick Fury and choose to draw 3 cards with him. So there's another Wakanda Forever, Helicarrier, and Mighty Heroes. Swing for 2. Take care of the soldier over there. Get him in a counter card. I'm going to bring in the Helicarrier with these 2 and the Quinn Carrier. So as an action, exhaust that, choose a player, reduce the resource cost of the next card they play the phase by 1. Flip to Alter Ego. Use Helicarrier. It's an Alter Ego action. Choose up to 3 different cards in your discard pile. Shuffle them into your deck. Oh, I know what 2 of them is going to be. All right, so we're going for Genius, our suit, and Vibranium. So good odds of getting some of those here soon. And I never like holding this many cards, but I'm going to. So for Cap, he's going to bring in his Helicarrier. Then with that and the Serum, bring in Spider Girl. We don't have any minions in play, but don't really care. So attacking for 2. Taking him down to 4. Swinging for 3, down to 1. Mockingbird will finish that off. So going for version 3. So it comes in 32 health, Schema 2, attack of 3. So he gains a trait of each environment in play. After he activates against you, depending on what trait he has, Ice and Stone, he's going to place a threat on the main scheme, Metal or Wood, take 1 indirect damage. And Ender turn. So drawing 3 more cards over here. Wakanda Forever, Vibranium. Still didn't get what we're looking for. 5 cards on this side. Piercing Strike, Power of Aggression, Skilled Strike, Shield Toss, and a Heroic Strike. So 2 threats. That goes to 5. It's going to scheme over here for 2. For another 5. We got 14 there. Attacking over here, Nick defends for 3. So now we've got the Ice trait. And counter cards. So Steel Kick. Or an Alter Ego, so place 2 threat on the main scheme, 3 if he has the metal trait. So Going up to 16 out of 24. Hydra Soldier. And Affairs of State. So given to T'Challa, he can either exhaust or remove this from the game, or choose and discard a Black Panther upgrade you control. Well, being that he's only got one, I think we're going to exhaust and remove that from the game. And pass first player. So Cap is going to attack right here. It's base 3. When he makes an attack, give him +2 attack for that. Gets rid of that guy, but he gives us a gift. Then we're going to play a Heroic Strike, using that for 1, and those for the others. Deal 6 damage to an enemy and stun that enemy, because we're definitely got some physical in there. It's down to 26. Stunned. Discard a card to ready, and I think we need to deal with some threat. So that's going to be 1, 2. Then we'll have her thwart for 2 more. And we'll keep them around. So we're going to bring in Shuri. Like I said, Stinger does not count against our limit. After she enters play, search your deck for an upgrade and add it to your hand, then shuffle her deck. So thwart's a problem at the moment. So we'll go for Tactical Genius. Make our next card cheaper. Use the Quinn Carrier to bring that in. Then Wakanda Forever. Dealing 2 damage. Down to 24. And remove 2 threat. Then both of these are going to thwart for 1 each. Oh yeah, needed to have him flip over to do that. So ender turn. So just to let you know, I typically record most of my playthroughs ahead of time, so I haven't played Marvel Champions in about 2 months now, since Wasp has taken a little extra time to come out. So we're going to discard, drawing 4, get ourselves another encounter card, and shuffle. So we've got 1 more card coming to us. Skilled Strike, our other serum, apartment, a weapon, and power of aggression. Over here, 3 more cards. Team Training, the Golden City, and Vibranium. Still can't get another one of those. So 2 threat. Up to 6. Attack over here, lose stunned. Gonna attack over here. Mockingbird's going to jump in the way. 6 damage. Deal out some encounter cards. So Cap, Surge, exhaust your identity card. Icy Grip. Oh, I have been forgetting to do that. So he's had the ice trait, place a threat on the main scheme. Not sure how many times I've missed it. We'll just add 3. So with this, you are stunned. If he has an ice trait, take 2 indirect damage. He does. Stunned and 2 damage. Hydra Regular. Insight. Piercing Thorns. Discard a card from your hand. So we're going to lose our weapon. And Panther only has 1 card. So he's going to exhaust identity. And pass turn. All right, Helicarrier. Wakanda Forever. 2 damage. Remove 2 threat. Use the Quinn Carrier. 2 damage. Remove 2 threat. Team Training. Play under any player's control. Max 1 per player. Each ally you control gets +1 hit point. I'm going to discard a card because it's a little late in the game for that. So Wonder Man can attack for 3. Down to 19. Shuri will attack for 1. Stinger will attack for 1. And Hawkeye, sure, he'll attack for 1 also. So over here, it's also those to bring in our other super serum. Pitch a card to ready so we can attack and get rid of stun. Then use our serum to bring in our apartment. So if we ever go back to Alter Ego, exhaust that, draw a card, and heal a damage from Steve. And end our turn. Drawing 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so we've got our other 2 upgrades and enough resources to play them. Now we just need to, throw all this stuff around. Just need to shuffle into, or draw into our Wakanda Forevers. And we'll go ahead and keep that, drawing 4 more. Fearless Determination, Shield Toss, and 2 Piercing Strikes. 2 threat. Another token. Attacking over here, Shuri's going to defend. So reveal this card. He's getting +1 to everything. And since it's ice, place a threat on the main scheme. Then attacking over here, Spider-Girl jumps in front of that one for a whole bunch. Another threat. Counter cards. The villain attacks you. Stinger jumps in front of this one for 4, 5 damage. And another threat. And over here, Hydra Soldier. So Fearless Determination, +1 to our thwart, and we draw a card into a shield strike, or skilled strike. And we'll go ahead and attack the soldier playing that so we can get him out of the equation. Discard a card to ready. Well, that threat's a problem, so he will thwart for 3. Power of Aggression for a piercing strike. Down to 13. Use both of those for another piercing strike. Down to 10. Probably should have attacked for 3. Along with using the arrow, and that thing came out anyway. So we're going to make the next card. He plays 1 cheaper. Use the tower to reduce the next Avenger by 1. Then use the Quinn Carrier to bring US Agent in for free. Vibranium, bring in our Energy Daggers. Strength, got her suit. Panther attacks for 2, or thwarts for 2. Agent will thwart for 1. And we're done. So drawing 5. Age of 13, Relentless Assault, Hulk, She-Hulk, and Fearless Determination. And over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Squirrel Girl, Endurance, Strength in Numbers, Rapid Response, and Goliath. So another 2 threat. Another token. Attacking over here. Wonder Man's going to defend. No, we'll have Cap defend. So 4 goes from ice to wood. So 1 breaks through and retaliate for 1 down to 9. And with wood, we take an indirect damage. Then attacking over here, we'll defend. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 comes through. Retaliate for 1. Take an indirect damage. Deal out some encounter cards. Get an acceleration token and do some shuffling. So we got a card coming here for Black Panther. Shadows of the Past. So we're getting our Nemesis minion, a side scheme, and 3 new cards to shuffle in. Baron Zemo comes in with Quick Strike, so he's coming in attacking for 3. Which takes us down to 4. But we do retaliate on him. See, in player order, each player discards a top card in the encounter deck and takes a damage for each boost icon discarded this way. And this is going to get 6 threat on it. So, encounter cards. 3. Down to 1 health. And then 0. Then these get shuffled in. Master Plan. Place 4 threat on each side scheme. Then here, he's got the wood trait. Discard 1 card at random from your hand. Okay, we can live with that one. So we are going to Helicarrier, Avengers Tower, to bring in Squirrel Girl, dealing a damage to each enemy. Down to 7. I'm determined to get this off. So strength in numbers, we're going to draw 4 cards. Exhausting each of our allies. Wakanda Forever. There we go. 2 of them. So we use the Quinn Carrier for 1. So let's see. Choose a player. Deal a damage to the villain and to each enemy engaged with that player. I'm going to choose over here. Down to 6. See, remove a threat from a scheme. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Down to 4. And last, move 1 damage from your hero to an enemy. 2 if this was last. So we'll go up to 7 and put the other 2 over here to take care of the Baron. Then Wakanda Forever one more time. So we'll move a damage down to 3. Remove a threat. deal of damage, taking him down to 2, and finish off with dealing 4 damage to him. So Black Panther came through in the end. Cap just barely hung on. So they're able to take on Expert Absorbing Man. Feel like if I would have missed anything there, I would have been able to handle it. So for deck construction with Captain America, of course, we've got his base set, Power of Aggression, 2 Power of Aggression, Combat Training, Counterattack, Asgard Weapon, 3 Relentless Assaults, 3 Piercing Strikes, 3 Skilled Strikes, then some allies, the Hulk, She-Hulk, Spider-Girl, and Valkyrie. And then our 3 resource types, Lockjaw, Mockingbird, a Helicarrier, and Downtime. For the Black Panther and Leadership, 2 Power of Leaderships, Triskelion, Team Training, Rapid Response, 3 Strength in Numbers, and then just a bunch of allies, Wonder Man, Squirrel Girl, U.S. Agent, Hawkeye, Goliath, Stinger, Ant-Man, and Black Knight. Then we've got our 3 main resources, along with the Helicarrier and Quinn Carrier, Avengers Tower, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, 3 of those, Nick Fury, and 2 Endurance. And that's my deck construction. As always, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough, so please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.